Okay, so here's a shakedown of everything that I'm bringing on my 3-night backpacking trip in the North Georgia mountains. So we'll start here with my pack, which happens to be the Osprey Volt 75-liter pack that I use. Here's my accordion thermarest sleep pad, along with a ultralight air pad, and then my air pillow that I use. So I use a combination of that, along with a down quilt and my sleeping bag. Then I have my ultralight under 2-pound backpacking tent. I have my cooking kit, mess kit that has my pot and pan type deal, with my fuel canister, stove, lighter, and microfiber towel, all in one. And then as a backup, I bring one of those little small Sterno lightweight cans with a stove piece that goes on the top of it that I made by hand for it. Then I have my windscreen for my cooking, and then I have a backup medicine container filled with matches in the striking pad for the matches. Over here I have my backpacking first aid kit. I have a map that's double-sided and laminated of the trails that I will be on. And then I brought some Hot Hands heat warmers, since it's going to be down below freezing at night. And I have my little flattened small bit of roll of toilet paper for those purposes. Then I have my water filtration system, which is the mini Sawyer that I use when I'm going by myself, or with just, one or two other people. Here's my little package of 3 different lights that I use. I have my tent light, which is this little guy right here, super bright. Then I have a headlamp that wraps around your head. Then I have a little light that clips onto the bill of your ball cap. So those are my 3 light sources for at night in and around camp. Then I have a backtracker GPS unit that's also a compass to have as a good backup for finding my way when I get to daydreaming and off trail or too far down the trail. I may or may not bring this lightweight hatchet if I was doing campfires, which right now there's a fire ban, so absolutely no campfires. It's way too dry, so I'm kind of forced to opt out of doing a campfire. So I may not bring that. I may bring it just as a security thing for clearing the trail if the trail has some down trees or whatever. I can use it to kind of help out in making sure the trail's clear. I have then, so I might bring that, I might not. Then I have a small little multi-tool with pliers and everything that's useful and good to bring. This is my knife that I carry on me. It's just a small little fixed blade that I carry on me. Then I have in this bag here, I have my in-camp shoes, which are North Face slippers. It's like a slipper shoe that I use as my in-camp shoe. And then I have, don't need this, don't have to bring it, but it's fun to have and nice to play around with if you're climbing up some peaks that have some nice pretty views. It's a monocular instead of a pair of binoculars. I have a monocular. That's just a personal preference. Then I have my shoes here, which are the Salomon Speedcross 4s that I like as a trail shoe. It's a lightweight trail shoe. Great for down here in the lower part of the Appalachians. as your go-to hiking shoe, rather than the boots with the heavy boots with the high ankle support. Not my style. I prefer this kind of style for what I do. And when it's cold, or if I know I'm crossing a good number of rivers and streams and just want to make sure that my feet stay dry and warm, I bring these neoprene, thin neoprene foot covers, socks, along with what I prefer to hike in during the day is a nylon polyester blended sock right here. So that's my footwear and foot setup for hiking during the day. Then I will have packed all in one compression sack right there. That compression sack will be all my in-camp clothes and warm gear. So I have my glove mittens, wool mittens, half mitten, fingerless gloves type deal. I have a beanie, stocking cap, and then I have one of those Balveticas, or whatever you call those things that cover your neck and your head and your face and everything, that keep you really warm. So I have that. Then I switch out to my wool socks, just my wool socks, when I'm in camp with my in-camp shoes. And I will then put on my wool long sleeve shirt as my inner layer. Then I will have my down jacket as my middle layer, and then I have this lightweight North Face, kind of like a soft shell type jacket. It's not 100%. It's not a waterproof rain jacket, but it is very water resistant. So I typically wear that when it's cold camping, and just 3-layer it like so. And then I have, for pants, I have Arctic is the brand of these snow pants. They're 2-layer. They have an inner layer to them as well. That keeps me very warm in the lower half of my body. And those all go into a compression sack. And then during the day, I will be hiking with a lightweight ball cap, and then a polyester, nylon polyester blended t-shirt, and then I have a long sleeve pullover, quarter zip, again nylon polyester blended long sleeve shirt to pull over to use for that. And then these are the 5.11 tactical pants. Lightweight tactical pants. I like those. They're really comfortable, and they got plenty of cargo pockets and stuff, and do really well for day hiking in cold weather rather than shorts. Most of the time I like to hike in shorts, but when I know that it's going to be, my highs are well under 70 degrees and my lows are below freezing, I go ahead and just hike in pants. And then I have my laminated trail maps for the trails. I'm not sure if I covered that. And then I have my 2 hiking poles that I use. One of those I will need for the setup of my ultralight tent. But that's the breakdown. So that except for what I'm wearing on the trail, everything else will go in the pack with food and water. For water, I'm going to use a combination of a 2-liter Camelback bladder and hose, along with a water bottle with my Gatorade in it for my electrolyte replenishments, and then a couple of those plastic collapsible water pouches that I like to use to put my cooking water. So before I leave my last water source before I go to camp, I will fill those up as my cooking water retainers. So that's it. That is what I will be bringing in my pack